Hi, I'm Connie Townsend, group fitness instructor with the Wenatchee Racquet Athletic Club, doing another at-home workout. And today we're going to use our bands, preferably the ones with handles if you have any. You can find them at any sporting goods store or any sporting goods section of a store like Walmart or Fred Meyer. Or if you've been to the physical therapist and they gave you a flat band, that works great too. So does a bungee cord. Now make sure it's a little bit long though, because we'll be standing on it in a bit. But first, we're going to start with a warm-up. So let's just start marching, get the blood flowing through the body. Stand up nice and tall, head is high. Now arms are straight at your side. We're going to use those top shoulder muscles to pull your shoulders up and down and up and way down. So you're pushing down through those fingertips. Think about your shoulder blades. They're rising up and down your back, and down, and up, and down. All right, let's bring them forward. Come forward, pull back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and forward, and back. Keep moving. Forward and back. So when you come forward, you're stretching those shoulder blades apart. When you're coming back, you're squeezing them together, stretching the front of the body. One more. All right, let's get a little wider. I'm going to reach up from the side. Here we go. Up, up. Now start drawing your navel toward the spine. That starts activating those core muscles. Reach up. Starting to lengthen the spine. Get those shoulders, back, and chest warmed up. And the arms. A little rhythmic motion gets that heart rate up, gets the blood flowing throughout the body, gets your temperature up, gets those muscles ready to work. All right, let's slow it down. Up and over, up and over. Reach up, up. So reach out through the fingertips, get real long in the body. Feels good to stretch down your side, get all the kinks out. One more set. Then we're going to come across shoulder height. Let that heel come up off the floor. You're pivoting on the toes. Reaching across. Back to that rhythmic motion. Relax those shoulders down, away from the ears. Four, three, two. Now we're going to slow that down as well. We're going to come around. Come around. Really draw the navel back, though. Reach. Reach, reach. Four, three, two. Now, since our feet are wide, we're going to bend at the knee and do some hamstring curls to activate the back of the legs. And in doing that, you're also stretching those quads. Let's pull back, and that gets the back muscles to contract. Get warmed up. In 4, 3. Just do a little step touch. That gets us ready to do a front curl. We're going to bring that heel across in front. Now, your legs may not move very high. Your hips might be tight. So just keep it low. Pretend you're tapping the heel. Or if you've got good flexibility in your hips, start bringing them a little higher. That's just a front curl. Warming up all the different areas of the body so that we can, when we use the band, those muscles will be ready to work. Let's give it a little front kick here. Push, push, push. So throughout the workout today, we'll be doing band work, but then we'll do a little bit of cardio to keep the heart rate up. All right, coming to a stop. Let's widen out those feet. Let's clasp those hands. Sit into a squat and up and pull back. Keep that head above the heart. Push through those heels to get back up. Just look out on the floor in front of you, quite a ways out, 5 or 6 feet. Don't look at your feet. Exhale. Inhale. And come on down. Let's bring that arm across. Give it a little pull. Bring your feet closer in. So you're stretching in the shoulder there. And then release, pull back, and let the body turn. So we're stretching around our torso. Stretching the front of the shoulder and the chest. Come on back to the other side. Let's bring it across. And out and pull back. And then let the body turn. And back to center. Let's do a big backstroke. Backstroke. Reach up and back. Now these bands come in different resistance levels. So you can get maybe a variety pack at the store that has several different resistance levels in it. And that way you can change the band if you're doing something that's just too hard for that muscle group. All right. This first little block of exercises will be an alternating motion. We'll do one arm and then the other one. We'll be standing on the band. So we're only going to stand on it with one foot, though, because that makes it more manageable to do the work. If you need more resistance, though, you can always step on it with both feet, and that makes it tighter. All right, so we're standing. Now, we need that band to be in the center of the body, so you can't be off to the side. You have to put that foot in the front. Now that is extra stability training. So it's hard to keep our balance. All right, we're going to turn our palms forward. Keep our upper arms connected to your side. Don't let them move. All right, you're going to alternate. First one pull up, then the other. Now, if you're not able to pull all the way up to the top because of the band that you've chosen, that's okay. Just come up as high as you're able to without letting that upper arm leave your side. Now, your wrists are nice and straight. We don't want to roll the wrists. And you're controlling that band going back down, because there's as much value to the downward movement as there is upward. So you don't want to just let it drop or let it spring back down. I'm getting yelled at by a blue jay today. I'm in the way of his food, I think. 4, 3, 2, Now you can change that anchoring leg anytime you want. You can switch legs if you want to. Now, alternating a front raise. So your palms face your body, nice and straight in the arms. Don't lock your elbows. Keep them loose. But we're not bending at the elbow. We're working on the front of the shoulders. All right, let's stay tall. Pull the navel in. Alternating a front raise. Now you may have a band that you cannot raise all the way up to shoulder height. This red one is pretty tight, so I can't get a full range of motion. So don't force it. Just do what you can. That upward lift, you're getting the value out of it. So the front deltoid, the front shoulder lobe, that's what we're focusing on right here. Now if you feel like you have to raise that shoulder toward the ear to get that arm to lift, then you're using a too tight of band and you want to maybe get a little bit lighter or not lift very high, because we want nice good form, keeping the shoulders square and down. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Whew. All right. In keeping with that lateral raise, we're going to go from a front lateral to a side. So palms facing in. Now this one, it is pretty easy to start lifting the shoulder or start using the body to help. We don't want to do that. We want to concentrate on staying nice and still and just raising out to the side only as high as you're able to. So don't force it. If you're using a very light band, you probably can get up to shoulder height. Just don't go any higher. If you're using a heavier band, only lift it as high as that shoulder really wants to go. Once again, keeping your wrists nice and straight. We don't want to round them. You're not pulling up with the wrist. We're using that side of the shoulder. The biggest shoulder muscles are the side deltoids, the middle deltoids. But all shoulder muscles are a pretty delicate muscle group, and so you always want to only do what they feel like doing and don't force it. One more. Whew. All right, let's step off. We're going to go to our back muscles now. So we're going to put our hands through the handles so they don't whack us in the head. And we're going to hold it probably about a foot apart or so, about shoulder width apart to start. Now your feet can be wide, nice wide base of stability. Loosen those knees, because if you lock your knees, that makes your low back arch. So keep your knees loose. That keeps our pelvis neutral. All right, we're going to alternate a pull back. So one arm is your anchoring arm. It stays put. Don't let it come with you. You're going to pull back, elbow pulls back, and your arm comes out to the side. And then alternate sides. Now as you do it, it's really easy to turn, but don't turn. Your core muscles have to fight to keep the body from turning. Pull, pull. Relax the shoulders. Don't let them tighten up. Keep those shoulder blades down your back. Alternating sides. Pull out. So the one arm that's staying put, that's your anchoring arm. And that arm, you're working on a lot of stabilizing muscles in the shoulders and the back. The pulling arm is not actually an arm exercise, it's a back exercise. It's those muscles in your back that are pulling back out to the side. One more set. The back is a big, strong muscle group, so we have to do quite a few to break down those muscle fibers, so they can grow back stronger the next day when we rest. All right, same position. but we'll be overhead this time. So you're pulling back, arms are pretty narrow, elbows are pretty bent. Don't let them float forward. Loose knees. Alternating a pull down out to the side. So you're just dropping that elbow, pulling it down. Now don't let the body lean. Stay put. Keep pulling back so you're not in front of your head, you're right above the head. So this is like doing the lat pull down in the weight room where you pull that bar down. But in this case, we're able to do it one arm at a time. So that helps the body to strengthen both sides evenly so that we're better balanced. One more. Once again, your core muscles are very involved with all this to stabilize your body as you're doing the work. Taking it off your hands, we're going to move it behind us and high up on the back. All right, now we're not going to use those handles because there's no resistance there. So we just fold the band and grip the fold. Okay. So just like we were doing a pull back for the back, we're going to do a press for the chest. So we first start straight, then turn the palms down. Okay. And one comes out to the side and pushes out. Push. You're pressing forward with the knuckles. Arm goes out to the side. It's like your arms look like they're doing a push-up, but a one-arm push-up. Push. Push. Out. Out. Once again, relax those shoulders. Don't let them tighten up. Almost there. Keep pressing. You're using your own body to anchor, so your core has to be involved with this as well. Anytime we use the band, it does kind of change the ball game a little. It makes it more, as much of a core exercise or workout as it is the different muscle groups. All right, we're going to set it down. We're going to do just a little moving to get the heart rate back up. So all we're going to do is start with a knee up. Now you can always slow things down or speed things up. Now we're going to take our arms and press up, up. You're nice and tall. Try to get those knees up high enough so they're out in front of the hips. Now it's a front kick. Loosen those ankles. We're not keeping the legs straight. We're letting the knees loosen as well. So it's a kick, not a leg lift. Pushing from the chest out. Anytime we get our arms involved, it gets that heart rate up. 4, 3. I'm going to do a side kick. Now pressing from the shoulder out, like you're trying to push something away from you. In 4, 3, stay with the side kicks. We're going to lift the arms and do a jack. So it's a low impact. All of it that I'm showing you is low intensity, low impact. But you can always make it higher by getting bouncier or doing a real jumping jack. All right, back to knees up. Push, push. 4, 3, front kick, push it front. 4, 3, side kicks, push it out. 4, 3. Now it's a jack. Knees up. Push, push, push. 4, 3, 2, front kick. Remember, you can make it high impact or low side kicks. Jumping jack. How about one more set? Let's make it only 4. Knees. 2, 3. Front kick. 4, 3, 2. Side kicks. Jacks. Let's do it again. Knees up. 4, 3, 2. Front kicks. Side kicks. And jacks. All right, march it out. Let's grab the band. Now, you can always modify a little lighter if you need to. We're going to do all those exercises again, but instead of alternating one at a time, we're going to do both. So that does make it more intense, a little bit harder. All right, I'm going to stand on it, just one foot again. Even up the band so it's even resistance on both sides. All right, nice and tall. Shoulders back and down, head high, palms forward. Let's do a double. So it might be an extra challenge to get that band up to the shoulder. So don't force it. Even just a small lower movement is enough to make those muscles in the front of the arm work. Only do what you can. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and release. Turn them around. Palms facing backward. Shoulders back and down. Always be readjusting that nice posture. All right, we're just coming forward. And you probably can't raise very high here. That's okay. Don't bend your elbow to get it higher. Don't try to use your body to get it any higher. Stay nice and still through all these exercises. And don't let your body help. Okay, counting down. 4, 3, 1 more. Woo! Now remember, you can change feet anytime you want to. In fact, it's probably best to do that once in a while. But it is in front of the body, remember. Center it, good. Elbows soft. Out. Out. You can really feel the pull on your core here. You're trying to challenge that arm to go as high as it can go, but don't force it beyond what it can do. Woo. 4, 3, 2. Now go ahead and step off. And hands are through the handles. Okay, so we're working those back muscles. Remember the pull back that we did. I'm going to do it with both hands this time. Hands through the handles. Loosen the knees. We're out in front. Okay, now don't let those shoulders tighten. Keep them down and pull back. So that band is getting longer as you pull the arms back, and it's coming back to the chest. The arms are not dropping down. They're staying just a little lower than the shoulder height, and they're out to the side. So when you pull back, if you glance at your arms, they're a 90-degree angle. So you're not pulling back here. You're pulling out. Look like you're doing that push-up. Woo! Only what you can do. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and release. Give them a little shake. We're going overhead. So start pretty narrow and directly above the head. Slightly in front of the head because you're going to come right in front of the face and pull down. So you are pulling that bar down, pretending to, like you would in the weight room. Now we're only bringing that bar down to your collarbone, no lower. So from way up there, pulling it down and out. So that's where you get the resistance, is when you pull that band longer. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and our last thing in this little block was our chest. Remember the chest presses. So come around back, way up high. You fold that band and grip the fold so you have some good resistance. You can widen out those feet. Let's come on out. We're going to turn the palms down to start so your thumbs are facing, and out and press. You want to exhale on the biggest part of the movement, and that's the pressing part. Your body's working hard to stay stable, stay still as you push out from it. Bands are great because they're so portable. You can take them on trips. You can use them anywhere. You can go to the park and do a band exercise. And they're easy to change the resistance by either making it longer or making it shorter. Bands are great. All right. Now, let's set it down. We have one more little cardio burst to keep the heart rate up. And then we'll work a little bit on our legs and our core muscles on our side. Okay? So we're going to stay really low through this whole thing. So your legs are about hip width apart. You're going to come down into a squat. Hi, kitten. And we're going to just start tapping behind. So it's tap and tap. Get the arms swinging. So you're staying low. Your back is straight. Shoulders are back. In 4, 3. Now it's a side tap, so get that started first. You're low. When your legs get too tired, you can always come up and just tap. But try to stay down. Now arms are 90 degrees. Up, up. Shoulders stay down. So we're working those legs as well as getting the heart rate up. And the shoulders. In 4, 3. Now a heel tap front. So we're low. Before we were just standing. Maybe we didn't do heel taps yet. All right. Side. 4, 3. Back taps. Really get those arms pumping. Side. 4, 3. Heels. 4, 3. Side taps. 4, 3. Back taps. You can speed them up. You can slow them down. Side. And heel taps. 4, 3, and march it out. Grab your band. One more. Just a couple for the, or one for the legs. One shoulder shrug. And for our sides. Then we'll stretch. Okay, now this one, we want to step both feet on the band. So take a minute, get your balance. Now you want enough kind of slack in there so we're able to lift our leg. Okay, let's bring those shoulders back and let the band pull the shoulder blades down your back. Nice and tall, but don't stand with locked knees. Loosen. Let's just alternate a leg lift. So at first, it might be quite a stability challenge because not only are you just on one leg, but you're pulling, that lifting leg is pulling against that standing leg, causing extra resistance to make it harder to stabilize. Shoulders back. Don't lean forward. Nice and tall. Only do what you can. We're really digging down into those stabilizing muscles in the sides of the hips. Almost there. Here we go. 4, 3, 2. Woo. Shake it out. Okay. Now, we're working the top of the shoulders. Remember how I always say, keep your shoulders down away from the ears. Well, we're going to pull them up to the ears on purpose this time. Now, the resistance that you have by using the handles might be enough. Otherwise, you might make it even tighter because it's a pretty strong muscle group. Shoulders back and down to start. Palms facing in. And just pull up and down. Nice big range of motion. As high as you can go, then let the band pull the shoulders as low as it can go. Just keep your head neutral, drawing the navel in. We're always doing that. Now keep those arms straight. It doesn't do us any good if we pull with the arms, okay? So don't bend the elbows. We're pulling with the top of those shoulders. In 4, 3. One more time. Now we let those shoulders slide, shoulder blades slide down your back again. Now, keeping the navel drawn in, we're going to just go side to side. We've done these before. It's a great exercise to strengthen those side muscles in the torso. You have 4 different abdominal groups. And the obliques, you actually have a pair of them, one on each side. And those obliques are actually made of an internal, a deeper layer, and an external. So as you go side to side, the internal oblique on one side is working with the external on the other side to coordinate the body and to strengthen. One more. All right, now that's a flexion, using those muscles to flex the body side to side. We're now going to, we've done these before also, raise a little bit out from the body, get some resistance, not so high that you can't keep them up there. And let's turn the body just side to side. So we're not turning the arms. The arms are just going to stay put. We're pulling, drawing back with the navel. Because it's not just those obliques, those side muscles that are working here as rotators. It's actually all the abdominal muscles working together, with your primary movers being the obliques. So we still want the front and the deepest muscle to also be working as well. All right. So let's stay standing on it. We're going to use this band to help us stretch our shoulders and neck. We're going to pull the shoulders up, tighten up, stress out, and then let the band pull them back down. And we're going to turn the head and look over the shoulder. So the band is gently keeping the shoulders down as we turn, and that helps us get a better stretch in the neck. And then back to center. Let's pull up again, and then release and turn. Really take your time with neck stretches. And then back to center. Now we're just going to swing those arms a little bit behind us. And in this position, let's tilt the head. Relax those shoulders. And then other side. And then back to center. All right, we're going to take the bands, the handles in front of the legs, tucking the chin, looking down. We're going to let the bands pull us to stretch the upper back, kind of feeling those shoulder blades stretch apart. And then back up, and we're coming behind one more time. Let the band take the shoulders back and down. And then tilt the head forward. So we're stretching the back of the neck now. And then back to center. Now, gently, carefully step off. And since that band is a little behind us, we're going to leave it back there. Okay, our arms are a little wider than hip width, palms facing backward. Now, we're not going to pull out on the band for resistance, but we are going to pull it straight so it's not dangling there, okay? That's going to keep our arms at a set distance. Now, push down toward the floor first, and then try to lift away from the body. That gives the front of the body a good stretch, the front of the shoulders and the chest. Release, and do it again. And down one more time. And that also acts to stimulate, activate those shoulder blade muscles, the posture muscles, get them ready for the rest of the day. Now take it a little bit off center. Another side. Another set. And then release. Let's bring it front. So same thing out front. We're not going to pull out. We're just going to pull it straight and lock those elbows. Let's come up, swing up, pushing toward the ceiling, lengthen the spine, and try to pull back. While we're up there, let's go over to one side, and then other side. Again. And other side. And back to center. Pull back one more time. Woo! And then come down into a low angle. Feet are close. Arms are straight. We're not pulling out. We're just pulling it straight. And rotate. Try to pull around. Keeping the legs straight. And other side. And back to center. Now, just drop those arms. You can bring the arms a little closer in. Tuck the chin, push toward the floor. Get that upper back to stretch one more time. And then raise. Arms are shoulder width apart. Locked elbows. Let's bring them up. Try to get those arms right beside the ears. That's why we use the band. It keeps those arms a certain distance apart. Doesn't let us cheat. All right, you're nice and tall. You're pushing to the ceiling or the sky. Now bring the arms down. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears. And I'll see you again.